is that a beauty. We got to get a picture of that. That there is a gorgeous wild brown trout.
Dead drift it down through there, and it's 100% guarantee you will get a hit.
Okay. And if I don't, what happens?
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh my goodness.
I gotta keep up with him. Ah!
And the flip button. This is a perfect fish to close with, Mike. Telling you, this Iron Mike is a nutcase. Sitting here this morning, packing orders. We're getting ready to go on an adventure today. It's going to be Iron Mike, Tiger Mike, and the Big Shrive, and I'll be filming today. And we're headed out to a little stream here in our home state of Pennsylvania, and we're going to meet at 10 o'clock. I had to get orders done, get the kids on the bus. Tiger Mike's coming here, Big Shrive's coming here, and we're rolling out together, and we're meeting Iron Mike. And the guy couldn't help it. He had to go fishing this morning. Before we got there, and check it out. That's what we keep getting. We got that one. Let me see. We got a picture of a brook trout this morning. A brown, a brook. There's another nice brown. And this is at 6:45 in the morning. 6:54 was that one. And there's a rainbow. So Iron Mike's out there slamming fish, doing a little bit of scouting before we get there. And when we go out there, we're going to hope that the fishing continues to fish well. You're going to see the guys out there doing what the Lively Legz crew does. I'm sure we're going to be fishing a variety of flies today. One of the hot flies, very hot flies, we recently put out is called the Double Trouble. It's a great combination. Let me pull one of these out of the bin right here. And the hottest one for us has been this. It's the Double Trouble Dark Natural, and take a look at that. It's got the grizzly micro legs as the antennas and tails. It has the Lively Legz on it, as you can see there. I'll hold it back, and it's tied with the Hare's Ears Plus dubbing from Hairline Dubbing. Underneath its body, which you can't see, there's lead wraps, and this bead right here is a tungsten bead. So what happens is you throw that fly in, and boom, instantly with that down and dirty tungsten bead, one of our beads, it sinks straight to the bottom. So follow along on the adventure today. As soon as I get these orders packed up, get the kids on the bus, picking up the guys, and we're headed out to, oh, here comes a little one. Come here, Squirt. Yeah, we can do boxer braids today. Alright, the kids are up. As soon as we get, or I get all this done, pick the guys up, we'll be out on the water, and you'll be seeing the guys catch some, hopefully, wild trout on our Lively Legz Flies. Follow along. Alright, my child didn't come in to be on the video, but here it is. Shop Dog's growing up. Shop Dog's been on a few of the videos. We've had a lot of people comment on Shop Dog, which her actual name is, I'm almost embarrassed to say it. My kids named her Posy, and she's a lot tougher than a Posy. There she is, little Shop Dog. Wish us luck today there, Shopster. She's been a good one. Oh, yuck. Check that out. First up.
That's not yours. No, I just wanted to touch it. You need to get a close-up on that right there. This is the greatest combination on planet Earth. Recon man with a recon rod. The best combination on planet Earth.
Okay, the guys are ready. Go ahead and go down to my shirt here, Big Shrive. We want to give a shout out to the Allegheny natives. If you haven't checked out their YouTube channel, you need to go check it out. These guys put out some of the best videos on YouTube. Time to hit the water. You're going to see in the video, a lot of us working the water is about strategy. We have a strategy to how we're going to approach each spot. And as we get to the spot, we make sure that we're working our way upstream, not downstream. Well, Iron Mike's trying to work under a log jam downstream, but most of the time when we're nymph fishing upstream. I'm going to take you right up. We've worked the whole way out around here to start, and that's where we're going to start fishing right there. The idea is that you don't want the fish to know you're coming, so you stay out of their view because they're facing upstream, and you don't put murk in the water as you're coming down through, and give them any kind of idea where you're coming from or that you are coming. And we're looking at a beautiful run to start the video in the Big Shrive. Look at that, the slingshot. That's on, I know what fly I caught that one on. That's on a sulfur nymph. Let's go up and get a look at that first fish of the day on the first run with the Big Shrive, who now has the Big Shrive's Fly Fishing Guide service. Oh, that's a pretty little brown.
There, that's what we like.
That's what I'm known for catching.
Michael!
Man, look at those beautiful little wild fish.
Spots right up there by that root.
There it goes. Way to start her off, Big Shrive. Let's see that shirt a second.
This is a present from my parents.
I like it.
Hey, that's awesome.
You think they'll buy me one?
Yeah,
I don't want it
as soon
to.
as you start your guiding
Benny Peas.
service.
Oh crap. Good start, Shrive. Okay, Big Shrive started her off. Tiger Mike's going to step into the next spot. If you notice on the video, we're not getting in each other's way. We're pretty much playing hopscotch. One guy gets a try, then you'll see the next fisherman get a try. If you get in a race and a competition on the water, all you're going to do is blow up the water and not give anybody a chance to catch a fish. So smaller water like this, you're better off taking turns, unless it opens up and gets bigger, then a couple guys can fish at once. Swing and a miss. But you're going to notice we're not going to get in a rush. And this is how we fish even when we don't have a video rolling. Okay, something else you're going to see. When somebody gets snagged up, instead of walking right out and getting their snag, the next guy gets to step into the spot. So Iron Mike's going to get a few drifts through here. Just happens. Looks like we got double snaggerooski, so we'll move on. Oh! Iron Mike hits the flip button and the fish, with the flip button and the quick release button on that one. Look at that, Tiger Mike was crossing the stream right below it, but we're working our way upstream. As you can see, the stream's coming back this way. We're working our way up this way. So that fish was sitting right in here. He never even saw Tiger Mike below crossing. He just came up here. It looks like it's time to switch. Let's see if the camera can pick it up. Time to switch to a green weenie. Got an inch worm hanging. Try to. There it is. I'm going to walk out and get this bug. It's like an enormous inchworm, and everybody talks about fishing a green weenie pattern in the summer and late spring, and there it is. That is why these terrestrials, just when I'm explaining the green weenie and the terrestrials, Tiger Mike hooks up, and I don't have a net, and I need to get my butt out of the water. All right, Tiger. Looks like a nice fish.
Yeah.
It is, and he did not catch it on the green weenie. Let's see what he caught it on.
Hey.
But there it is, a terrestrial that is a fun pattern to fish.
Coming through my net.
All right, Tiger
Look how pretty
Rooski.
that is.
Look how beautiful that is.
Yeah, they're pretty.
That is a gorgeous fish.
Double trouble.
I want a picture with it, Ben.
Okay, we'll do that.
Okay, let me get him in the net. I'll get him down the water.
Yeah. I want that pose.
I can't see his tail. There we go. That's your pose. Got it.
Get him here. Put him in here.
Okay.
You want to do a release on this, or? It's clear here.
Yeah, we can try a GoPro release.
My rod's right behind you, Michael.
Randy.
Go get another one right there. I usually get 3 out of there. 3 out of this run, I should say.
Okay, we're ready.
Oh, he took off.
He did take off. I doubt that one's going to show, but it was great for Tiger Mike to get his first fish of the day. And
Early yet.
It is early. Nice solid fish. Check this out. Tiger has no idea I'm filming him right now. He just released that beautiful looking brown trout. And look at his focus. It's one thing that's so important when you're fishing for these wild fish. You have to have complete focus on that line. You're watching that line come down through the water. Your nymphs are rolling across the bottom. And if a fish grabs it, it's going to spit it out pretty directly. So you have to set that hook. And look at his focus. He's focused on that line. Just a little hit. There's one on video. If he gets it in the net, I'll get down there, we can get a better look at it. Gets it in the net.
And he devoured it. That's a pretty fish though. Whoop.
Yes, that is. That's a beauty.
The old golden stone buried. Double trouble.
That's similar to the one that I showed you guys earlier.
Just in time.
That's similar to the fly that I showed you guys this morning whenever I was packing that order. That's the golden double trouble. And the big try was snagged up. And Iron Mike had worked that little section over towards...
There he goes.
Look at that. As I'm talking, Big Shrive cast back in and looks like another good fish, Big Shrive.
Not bad.
So the Big Shrive was snagged up and Mike threw over into that spot. Hooked the fish, Big Shrive. Cast out right after Mike releases his and we got another fish on video. What'd that bad boy take, Shrive?
That's double trouble. The ones that I asked for this morning.
Big Shrive, and that is the dark natural double trouble. That one's a size 14 and it's corner hooked perfectly. There we go. Had a little bit of a slow period. Started off, hooked a couple fish, and then the fishing went cold. We've had storms in the area.
He's going.
Fish is gone. It's a Big Shrive guidance service right there.
I'll put Mike right in this spot.
You casting in there again?
Go ahead. Think that's natural?
Oh yeah, 100%. There's that trout. Iron Mike throws under that sneaky little spot right there. Very sneaky little spot there, and he has a solid, very solid fish in the net. Man, look how beautiful that is. Keep that thing over here in the a little bit of sunlight.
Took the big old size 10 double trouble. It's a nice one.
Man, is that a beauty. We got to get a picture of that. That there is a gorgeous wild brown trout. Look at the blue dot behind his eye. Let's get a still shot and then get him released. That's it. Perfect. get a GoPro video release. Who knows if it'll take, but we haven't done a GoPro release in a while. The water's a little bit fast, a little bit of mark. We'll try to throw it in the video. Okay, I just want to explain the spot where Iron Mike just pulled that nice fish out of. You can see we have some fast water running through here, and it gets a lot deeper, like a washout on that side of the creek. Iron Mike, his original cast, I'm pretty sure he just flung the flies up under that. He's following the drift down through, and as soon as he sees a pause in his line, he's staying with the rod tip right in front of his line, and as soon as he sees a pause in that cider line, that's when he sets the hook. Also, let's take a look at what these fish are doing in this faster water, and they're feeding on nymphs. Let me see if I can get a rock I can flip around and show you some nymphs on it. Here's what those fish are feeding on right there. See those big nymphs? They're down on the bottom of the creek, and that double trouble came through, and it's a perfect replica of one of these big nymphs. As we head up the stream, these big rocks, some of these spots are just frog water, and some of them are beautiful like this spot. You notice Tiger stayed way back from where we think the fish is going to be. He's casting up into the run, concentrating on his line, making sure his nymphs are hitting the bottom as they come down through. He's just leading it, not pulling them through. Oh, that was it. Oh crap, hopefully he hits again. And he's just following it. And as soon as you see that pause, you see how quick that happened there. I don't know if you're going to see the pause in the video, but that happened so quickly. If you don't set the hook like within a split second, you're not hooking that fish. So if you're not concentrating on the line, you're not even seeing that. And if you notice, we're all fishing short leaders with cider line infused into the leader. We actually like our fly line out of the last eye, so we use very short leaders, and we use our fly line so we can get nice cast and get our cast right into the place where we're trying to go. Look at that, on video there. There we go, Tiger. Let me get up and see what that little guy looks like. Look at that, I'm taping the release of Tiger's fish, and Iron Mike hooks up.
I got a bigger one now.
Oh, no way. Yeah, you do.
That did the old fish flop on you, Tiger.
Yeah.
All kind of excitement. Just had a big, possibly a March Brown, looks like. Mayfly land on me. Is Iron Mike's getting that wild brownie in the net?
Maybe. There we go.
Beautiful looking bug.
That's pretty good. I'm going to lay my rod right behind you, Michael.
Let's get a look at this guy there, Iron Mike. Oh my, that's a pretty fish. Man,
Nice one.
Look at the colors on him. He's got, let me point here, he's got something in his belly right here.
Yeah, he
solid.
does.
There's something big in there. Can you see that?
I'm going to just release it.
That's a beauty. Okay, once again I want to show everybody the water that Iron Mike and Tiger Mike just pulled these fish out of. And if you look, they kind of snuck up and used this big rock over here, this rock, to their advantage.
Right, I got mine in that left.
And they're both right up in this fast water, probably feeding on nymphs. And I'll make sure I flip some rocks in faster water so you can see some of the nymphs that are in there. But these fish are up there and they're gorging. Heck, that last one that Iron Mike caught, it had something, you know, definitely maybe a crayfish or a minnow or something like that in its belly. Yeah, it was a nice solid fish. So let's find out what's going on in this fast water. Why are these fish in here? If I can find a rock to flip. There it is. Big nymphs. Good food for them. And that is why these fish are gorging up in this fast water. See that stonefly nymph? That was a perfect cast. That's a nice fish, Mike. Look at that. Just found a little corner. Iron Mike calls it out, walks over, lands 2 perfect casts. And we'll get this one. Try to get a little release of this one as well. What'd you get him on?
The old little jig blowtorch.
Looks good. That's something we're going to be coming out with.
It's a nice fish.
Here in the future, some fast series
I think he wants to
comp
do
flies.
GoPro.
Look at
Crazy how they dart around.
another good fish to the net.
Okay, Iron Mike, let's take a quick look at that little pattern. And that's a competition style jig fly right there. What do you call that, a blowtorch?
Yep.
We've caught some fish on it.
Yeah, I got 2 on it now. I like to hit it in because it sinks real fast. In these little fast pockets like this where you have to get them down quick. Yeah, good little fly for that.
Something we plan on coming out with for next season are some quick sinking comp flies. They're going to be tied on jig hooks with tungsten beads. And it's that little spot again. Get a better look at it now.
Oh, you see that one? You better cast back in there. That's too bad. Look, it's just tucked back in the shade there. Hammer it.
Quick little update. Iron Mike and the Big Shrive are going to work all these. You can see little runs and pockets. There's a little pocket right here. They're going to work all these on the way up through. See if they can pick off some fish. And unfortunately, Tiger Mike's off to the sideline. He got his rod stuck into between a couple rocks, and his Orbis Recon, the tip of it snapped off. It has nothing to do with the rod. Just, it's unfortunate. And he decided to pack his rod up and just enjoy the day and watch the guys fish. We get asked all the time on what rod we're using, and the rod that Iron Mike and the Big Shrive used today is a Syndicate 10-foot 2-weight. Well, just when I ended that clip and started moving upstream, Tiger Mike stands up, the Big Shrive moves up the water, and he gets a nice little wild brown trout in the net. Just working these little pockets and little runs. See how easy those barbless double trebles come out? There it is. It's a beauty. And the Big Shrive strikes again. How? Now.
Andy's going. Go ahead. Now go, Andy.
Tiger's our new guide, and he's reading the water for everybody since he's put his rod away for the day.
To say the least.
He's going to let Andy know the next spot he needs a fish.
Yes, and the rod happens to be a couple inches shorter than I started. But Mr. Shrive here is going to go to this new hole. And if you look at the hole, you see some flat water, some calm water on the side, and the run down the middle. You need to bypass that calm water. Get by that big boulder, throw up in that high run, dead drift it down through there, and it's 100% guarantee you will get a hit.
Okay. And if I don't, what happens?
I'll put you on next hole.
Okay.
All right, Shrive is headed down. Our guide, Tiger Mike, has put him in the next honey hole. And if he doesn't catch one here, we're firing our guide.
There it is.
Come on, Tiger.
A good one.
That's not what we're looking for.
I told you it was brown.
Favorite, right there.
Look at that. You got a whole cup of those dark,
Don't tell nobody.
natural double troubles. You calling this spot out, Tiger?
Yes, sir. This is it. This is 100%.
Where's your rod?
That's it, Shrive. Got himself. Tiger Mike, you called it out.
I see it now.
It's a fighter too. You better watch in case he hits that flip button. There it was, 100%.
Oh, he's a pretty one. He's a pretty one.
Big Shrive strikes again.
Whoa! You see
That's
that,
a-
son? I'm thinking about getting my guide license, calling them out like that.
You should.
Is he a double trouble?
Double trouble here.
That's that dark double trouble. We
Look how
look.
pretty that one is, like sparse
Oh
spots.
my goodness. The color on that one too. Not a lot of dots, but get him out. Another gorgeous fish. And there he goes. And there's the man who called it out right there. Shrive, you get some of the credit, but Tiger
Yeah.
gets like 95% of the
It's
credit.
reading the water. That's the key here. Reading that water, looking at them runs, the flat water, the little eddies, the little side parts. That's what makes the difference. Knowing where to put that.
Look at a big Shrive working his way up the water and straight up pounding trout. His hand's so big it makes a 8-inch fish look like a 3-incher. Iron Mike's up the stream just slamming them. And I want you to see how he just grabbed his net right off of his book bag there and nets that fish, and that net came off so easy. We have a little video on YouTube. He said it's a gorgeous one, so I'm headed up there, but I'll get back to that video that we have on YouTube about it. Do it yourself net hook. All right, Iron Mike has it in the net, and he said this is a beauty, so we have to get a look at this guy.
Pretty fish. It's not
I
big.
can already see the orange dots on him. My goodness. That is, look at those dots. They're like, I don't know if they're hot orange, bright, orangish red. That's a beauty, Mike.
Sure.
What'd you get that one on?
He took the double trouble.
Double trouble in action?
One right there too.
Let's go ahead and get a release of him.
That is a nice little clear pocket there. That's a beautiful trout. Jesus. See where he goes. Oh, he's putting on a show for you. There he, you couldn't ask for it, but what did you think of that?
Listen,
You
All
probably
the other
forgot to hit
ones-
record on the GoPro.
it recorded. All the other ones probably were horrible. That one has to be one of our best underwater
Yeah.
releases yet.
He put on a show. It must have been a movie star.
Check this out though. I was just talking about the do-it-yourself net hook. That's just a little homemade gadget that Iron Mike had hanging on his side. And you saw him pull his net off, netted the fish, and then he has a little hook back here on his backpack. He just hooks it back into. Look at that. Big Shrive gets in a snag. Iron Mike steps into the pocket. It's a nice fish, Iron Mike. They're all nice fish, right? And instead of Shrive walking out and getting that snag out, he just waited, let Mike throw up above him, and
Pretty guy.
Oh, look at its belly too. We've been talking about them gorging. I've been showing some of the nymphs. Look at that belly, just full. Got himself the dark natural double trouble, the same one I showed on the video clip this morning.
Get that out.
The Trout's back in commission as well. Look at you eating. These guys are heading back to the truck. You want the keys, Tiger? Or we'll be there shortly. And I'm going to follow Iron Mike up the stream and see if we can get a closing fish for the video. As you can see, those guys are headed to the truck because this has turned into frog water. But Iron Mike said we will get a closing fish for the video, so I'm going to follow him up and keep the camera rolling with him. Right, we're just above the frog water, and another spot that Iron Mike says looks good. And I'm going to stay back a little bit and trust his word on it and not spook anything, and check that cast out. Up under the tree.
Oh, that was a good cast.
Looks pretty decent up through there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just hard to get to. It's one of the things when you're a cameraman, you don't want to just run up and put too much pressure up where the fish are.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Oh, he's beautiful too. I hope I land him.
This might be the cover shot. That's a pretty fish. Nice one. Look at that, Iron Mike. I'm telling you. I'm glad I stuck around with you. Okay, another solid fish in the net. And look at the dots. Once again, look right here. That's the blue dot. And then the orange dot's down its body. Another beauty. All right, Iron Mike, we need that closer.
We'll try. We'll try.
If that's not the closer and you say there's another spot, we need that closer.
There's another spot.
Look at that. Perfect hookup. And you're saying we don't need to end the video yet? Because
No, not yet.
as soon as I saw that water, I'm thinking, ooh, these boys might have left a little too early. I think they just wanted to go and take a little break at the truck.
Check one of the, look how pretty that one is, though, too. Bar marks.
Goodness, let me see if I can get that. See those par marks on the back end. That's a beauty. I saw that.
Oh,
I think in the video you're going to be able to see, and that's what we talk about with the sighter line. He just, when you could see that fish hit, but he could not set his hook.
I couldn't set because I hit that tree. Well, I hit that, but it didn't work out.
Okay, we think we found a place to close the video out. You can see up by that rock, there's a really nice run coming in. The water gets deep. We're going to guess there's a fish holding in there, probably a couple. That would have been a perfect one to close with. That was a nice fish. Well, just in case,
Ah, that was a good fish.
I was gonna, there's a chance if the fish like that's in there, there's not gonna be another fish holding in there. So if that's the case,
I got, oh, that's a good one.
oh my goodness. And a flip button. This is a perfect fish to close with, Mike.
Yeah, this is another big one.
I'm backing off.
I gotta get down, get my rod out of these. Oh, this is a nice fish.
You're kidding. I'm just getting ready to say if there's one big fish holding there, but that one was way down. Could be the fish of the day. And he's in the net, and what the, oh my goodness, that's a chunker, Mike.
Took the HD stone.
That's another fish, or another fly I should have talked about.
Maybe a little bit bigger, but this is still a good one.
See Iron Mike supporting the Allegheny natives as well today. My goodness, that's
He's
a
fat.
beauty.
Only probably 13, 14 inches, but he's fat. I want to get the fly out and then we'll get him released here. The fly might have came out. Yeah, fly's out.
There's a quick look at Mike's HD Stonefly. It's another good fly that we have available at livelylegz.com. Alright, Iron Mike has that beauty. Go ahead and get him out. We'll take a quick look at him. Fish of the day, good one to end the video on. And we're going to close out our video on the most beautiful wild brown trout of the day. We'd like to thank everybody for watching. And until next time, best of luck on the water.